All right. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully this is all working. Just going to go over how I like to track prices. I like to use this website, CoinGecko. Okay, so CoinGecko, you can go in, you can see all the top cryptos. Um, right now, I'm really paying attention to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. These are market leaders. These kind of control what the rest of the market does, kind of like the S&P 500. Um, so in the previous cycle, sorry, Solana led the way up. Okay, so from November, or let's go back. Let's go back to this time last year. Like, holy shit, dude. We went from $22 up to 112, 120 by Christmas. People sell to give themselves a Christmas gift, and then the price runs back up in February or March, reaching its top in March. It's $200. Okay, it's the all-time high, 202. Look at these double peaks right here. They're very popular. Equal highs. Okay. So I really like to look at these charts in trading view. So CoinGecko makes it really easy. You can just click on trading view and it will open a trading view chart for you. So these, you can zoom in, zoom out on small parts. You can zoom in, zoom out on here, make it bigger, smaller. Um, so it's a good time to get in because we're having these big dips. It, like even if you bought here, and then ran it up to here, like let's see, 43% gain. Just if you bought, in July and sold, mid-July, sold it end July. So that can be, put $1,000 in and take out, 430. Just easy stuff. This is one that you can really hold on to for a while. So this one you don't really have to be worried about what it's going to do when it drops like this. Like you just, if you had, like I said, if you bought over here at 135, oh gosh, oh my God, it freaked us out, dropped, but then bounces right back up in a day. Okay, you're right back. So, don't freak out at these dips. You don't want to buy any meme coins until you really know what you're doing. But the other thing I like to use is the RSI indicator. So this is a strength index, which will show you basically when how many people have sold off versus how many people are holding. Um, so yeah, the 15-minute one's pretty reliable for like, short term type stuff. So whenever you see it go above the 70 line, pretty much means that it's oversold and that the price is likely to come down soon. Um, so you really want to look at this too, the RSI, when uh, when you're getting ready to buy. Like you don't want to buy when it's up here because it's going to drop and you'll be waiting a while for it to, go back up. But if you bought like down here, that's kind of what you want to do. So that's what I mean by like timing the chart. If you can get it when it's underneath the 30 line, that means it's overbought, or sorry, oversold, which means it's gonna come back up from there. You can kind of notice this pattern of it dips and then it goes all the way back up and then it dips. So that's the RSI. Um, So, I mean, I think this is a good chart to watch, um, because this is going to outperform Bitcoin. Like, say you wanted to double your money, this is a good one to double your money in the next, 6 months. um, whereas Bitcoin might double, Uh, so we did really like Ethereum a couple months ago, but after this pretty huge dip, I mean, we don't really know what it was all about. Uh, but this is one easy way to do it. Um, can look at everything. Bitcoin had its huge run this year, from this time last year, 26,000 up to 70,000. So what's that? It's like 3x. Put $1,000 in, take out 3,000, and then you move it around and play with it. So that's basically what I'm doing is, putting in small amounts of money into either Bitcoin or Solana on dips. Okay. Like here was that big dip. Notice they all had that big dip on August 5th, right? Like, um, so, you can kind of just wait for this, or, if you have, I would say, like lunch money or just money that you're okay with putting away for a little bit. You can also just put it into Coinbase and USDC, um, and using USDC as a savings account because you earn 5% just putting your money in there. And Coinbase is safe. I had, money in there for like 4 years, since 2020, and I just kind of forgot about it. And then I checked it, back in February and was like, holy shit, it's like doubled, went from like 1,500 to like over 3,000. And then I took that and moved it around. So, the other website I like to use is Dex Screener. Dex Screener is what I'll use for meme coins right now. We did really like this one, Degen, before. Um, what is up with this one? Okay, so in my group, they had given a buy alert like around here or here had given a buy alert. So this is probably a big candle from my group up because it doubled that night and then it dropped again. We were able to catch it again at 1.3 or at 1 cent. And then it just went from 1 cent all the way up to 6 cents. Made a couple $1,000 there. But you got to look at, like, this is why I say, like, don't get involved with these memes because people will be telling you, oh, you got to buy it. It's going to 10 cents. It's going to 10 cents. And they'll tell you that up here. And you put your $1,000 in, boom, like it's just going to be, cut in half. And from March 31st, you're hoping it's going to keep going up and it just gets cut in half, matter of 10 days. So you got to be careful with memes. I don't really recommend getting into memes until you really understand when to when to buy, when to hold, when to sell. Okay. So really this RSI indicator, again, you just click on FX. You can look at this on your phone too. Deck Screener, and CoinGecko you can use on your phone. You can get TradingView on your phone too. TradingView is a good website because what that that's what this chart is. Like all these websites, like Deck Screener, it ends up opening a TradingView chart, because it looked the same as that other one I was on, right? Um, so yeah, the group I'm in is really obsessed with this one right now. It did a big run from way down here up to here, and now it's just kind of chilling. Um, it's kind of just in this range right now, so I'll use stuff like this. What am I doing? So stuff like this, you can kind of like see. That's kind of just been in this range. It broke out, but then it couldn't hold and it came back in. So like that's just one easy way. I would, use something like this for, all right, it's kind of hanging out in the middle here. It's probably going to drop back down to here, and then I'll buy it, if I wanted to get in. But this thing could, like, in my opinion, this thing could could drop more. So I don't really like risking it. Sometimes, when a lot of people in the group like it, maybe I'll get into it for a night and get in, get out. Sometimes you can get like a 40, 50%, 100% like in a night, but like you'll wake up at 5 a.m. and it'll be way up. And sometimes you don't want to sell it. You're like, oh, it's going to keep going, but you got to take out the money that you originally put in. Whenever it does that, take out your money that you originally put in. And, um, this was another one that just launched. It's just an example of like what they do in a night. Like I could have bought this last night around here. I didn't. It went up a lot, but like I would have had to stay up till 1 a.m. to catch that or catch it 2:15. Like I want to go to sleep, so I don't mess with these. Um so this is just your simple like start looking at charts video. Um I'll send you these other links to some of these other guys who I watch, but some of these videos of these guys doing technical analysis and stuff, they can be pretty boring until you really understand what's going on. So I'll send you a couple of these videos to try to watch, but really, yeah, you got to just start looking at charts and, put some money into Coinbase USDC like a savings account and start, you know, waiting for your time to strike. I like following this guy on Twitter or on X because he's always posting updates uh, on new stuff. You know, like he's really quick with it too. Like so, I'd follow Watcher Guru. Um, yeah,